Hello and welcome to MBKM Models. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and follow for more great aircraft documentaries and model build videos. An aircraft used either the 9-cylinder Wright R1820 Cyclone 9 or the 14-cylinder Pratt & Whitney R1830 Twin Wasp. But the Twin Wasp was chosen for most military versions and was also used by most DC-3s converted from military service. 5 DC-3 Super DC-3s with Pratt & Whitney R2000 Twin Wasps were built in the late 1940s, 3 of which entered airline service. Total production, including all military variants, was 16,079. More than 400 remained in commercial service in 1998. Production was 607 civilian variants, 10,048 military C-47 and C-53 derivatives built at Santa Monica, California, Long Beach, California, and Oklahoma City. 4,937 built under license in the Soviet Union from 1939 to 1950 as the Lusinov Li-2, NATO reporting name CAB. 487 Mitsubishi Kinsei engine aircraft built by Showa and Nakajima in Japan from 1939 to 1945 as the L2D Type O transport, Allied codename Tubby. Production of the DSTs ended in mid-1941 and civilian DC-3 production ended in early 1943, although dozens of the DSTs and DS-3s ordered by airlines that were produced between 1941 and 1943 were pressed into US military service while still on the production line. Military versions were produced until the end of the war in 1945. A larger, more powerful Super DC-3 was launched in 1949 to positive reviews. The civilian market was flooded with second-hand C-47s, many of which were converted to passenger and cargo versions. Only 5 Super DC-3s were built and 3 of them were delivered for commercial use. The prototype Super DC-3 served the US Navy with the designation YC-129 alongside 100 R4Ds that had been upgraded to the Super DC-3 specifications. From the early 1950s, some DC-3s were modified to use Rolls-Royce Dart engines, as in the Conroy Turbo 3. Other conversions featured Armstrong Siddeley Mamba or Pratt & Whitney PT-6A turbines. The Greenwich Aircraft Corporation DC-3TP is a conversion with an extended fuselage and with Pratt & Whitney Canada PT-6A 65AR or PT-6A 67R engines fitted. The Basler BT-67 is a conversion of the DC-3 C-47. Basler refurbishes C-47s and DC-3s at Wisconsin in the United States of America, fitting them with Pratt & Whitney Canada PT-6A 67R turboprop engines, lengthening the fuselage by 40 inches with a fuselage plug ahead of the wing, and some local strengthening of the airframe. South Africa-based Braddock Specialised Air Services, internationally commonly referred to as BSAS, has also performed Pratt & Whitney PT-6 turboprop conversions, having performed modifications on over 50 DC-3s, C-47s, 65 ARTPs, 67 RTPs and 67 FTPs. American Airlines inaugurated passenger service on June 26, 1936, with simultaneous flights from Newark, New Jersey and Chicago, Illinois. Early US airlines like American, United, TWA, Eastern and Delta ordered over 400 DC-3s. These fleets paved the way for the modern American air travel industry, which eventually replaced trains as the favoured means of long-distance travel across the United States. A non-profit group, Flagship Detroit Foundation continues to operate the only original American Airlines flagship DC-3 with airshow and airport visits throughout the US. In 1936, KLM Royal Dutch Airlines received its first DC-3, which replaced the DC-2 in service from Amsterdam by way of Batavia, now Jakarta, to Sydney, by far the world's longest scheduled route at the time. In total, KLM bought 23 DC-3s before the war broke out in Europe. In 1941, a China National Aviation Corporation, CNAC DC-3, pressed into wartime transportation service, was bombed on the ground at Sufu Airfield in China, destroyed. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and until next time.